And so I'm just going to go ahead and find my screen here and ready share. Are you able to see the correct slideshow?
Still coming up.
Okay, because I don't see it on my side right now. Is it still loading?
It is.
I'm going to try to reload it again. Sorry about that. Let's try again. How about now?
It's still trying. There you go.
Is it up now?
Yep.
Okay.
It is.
We might need to edit that little snippet there, I'm not sure. Thank you. Once again, my name is Corinne Rowland, and I work at Sacramento State as a Universal Design for Learning lead. And my colleague Dennis Dahlquist is here joining us. The title here is Accessibility in UDL and Syllabus Design, Ally, and Microsoft Word. An accessible syllabus ensures many things. For starters, it ensures the course information, campus resources, and policies are communicated in an accessible way. An accessible syllabus also aligns with the syllabus policy requirements placed on faculty. And this includes Section 508, which requires that electronic and information technology is accessible to people with disabilities, including employees and members of the public. An accessible syllabi also supports the Accessible Technology Initiative, the ATI, with a focus on accessible instructional material design. So while considering your syllabus design, building and creating an engaging class environment that instills a sense of inclusivity and community may begin with that syllabus. A key place to acknowledge that all are welcome to learn in the safe space of your class is also a concept to keep in mind as you're designing your syllabi. It starts with the instructor creating access to their course and information and instructional materials, which includes making them accessible. A syllabus also provides a key opportunity for your students to first connect and engage with faculty and determine for themselves if they have a chance to be successful in your course. So in light of that, our team decided to build a faculty learning community and gather resources from all over, various resources from campuses through the CSU system, also the Q syllabus review guide from another university, and also community colleges and various studies and research. So the Sacramento State Inclusive Syllabus FLC was developed to promote syllabus redesign efforts to focus on student equity, accessibility, and universal design for learning. It optimized tools and technology, including syllabus review checklists and equity-based teaching conversations to prepare a welcoming and inclusive, accessible, and universally designed syllabi. So design techniques learned in the FLC can be applied to other instructional materials, and that is a key point that we were really trying to emphasize with all our faculty, that this can be applied beyond just your syllabi. So some of the resources included accessibility self-reviews that utilize the Microsoft Office Word tool, as well as Blackboard Ally. Those accessibility checkers are both free to use for our faculty and can be accessed right in Canvas, which is our learning management system. Microsoft Word cannot actually Ally can. There's also an accessibility checker that Canvas offers. Microsoft Word is free and is utilized by our faculty in most cases. And so that's one tool that we reference the most in this FLC. The UDL syllabus self-review can be facilitated using a UDL rubric. That rubric was borrowed from the ENACT program over at Sonoma State. And also there's a Q syllabus review guide, as mentioned, from USC. The optional accessible syllabus templates were developed at Sacramento State and offered to faculty. One thing to keep in mind is many faculty came to the FLC with a syllabi template that was provided by their department. And Dennis may speak to that in just a few moments. We also have a Universal Design for Learning program on campus through our Academic Technology Center, and our consultants help support the faculty participants as they were not only facilitators of the FLC, but they also mentored faculty and were paired with multiple faculty members. Also, the connections were established for future support on accessible and UDL design. So not only consultations, but support through our materials. We have self-paced materials developed by the UDL program staff that were designed around Word accessibility and Canvas accessibility and universal design for learning. Let's see. So I'm going to pass the baton to my colleague Dennis, who was a participant in this FLC, and he's very well experienced with universal design for learning as well as accessible design. So
Yes, this is Dennis Dahlquist speaking. I'm faculty in electrical engineering, computer engineering, in the College of Engineering Computer Science at Sacramento State University. I attended an FLC many years ago with Britt Christie from the Chancellor's Office on universal design, and I've been incorporating that into my course. I was very much looking forward to the inclusive syllabus FLC, thinking that, maybe I could pick up an idea or two, but felt fairly confident that I was up to speed with a lot of things. I had chose a syllabus that was for one of the courses, which is factors into part of the accreditation for the department and everything. And so it's for multiple sections. And, you know, so, but I was having difficulty in Canvas because Ally just, the accessibility checker just did not like that syllabus at all. And so I chose that one to explore and try to find out what was going on. Which is often the case that we run into as faculty, having particular syllabi handed to us for consistency and stuff like that. I found the going through the particular tools with Microsoft Word and the hints through Ally and how to make some of those particular changes really helped. Just things like having headings and specifying your tables, just things that you wouldn't think that much about. It looks good on paper, looks good but really makes a big difference in terms of the screen readers and the accessibility for other people, and how Ally can then, you know, take your particular document and then either create an MP3 file out of it or something like that that makes it much more accessible for students to use in a mobile environment, and various other kinds of features like that. So I was really on the borderline going through that to just instead of just start fresh. I think it really helps to have a well-designed template that for a syllabus, and some of them that they had worked up with the Sacramento team there in with Corinne's team and stuff like that they had put together was really great. So I would, you know, look at using that in the future, just adapting some of the material that needed to be in the syllabus. but using the proper format for all those particular pieces. The other thing I found very interesting was that the syllabus was a good gateway type of item to then launch towards other things that you could use in your courses. Basically, as other course materials come up, then you could see what the proper format would be in terms of putting it in a more accessible type of format. Thank you. I'll hand it back to Corinne.
Thank you, Dennis. I think we're at time, but we did provide our faculty participants versions of an inaccessible syllabus and an accessible syllabus. So we'll share those resources just so you can get an idea of what an accessible syllabi would look like, so you can see and model that perhaps along with the other resources that we've offered our participants.
Fantastic. And I've been putting in the chat some of the links to things that you've referenced, like the Center for Urban Education's syllabus review guide and the UDL Universe, which used to be is the new name for the Enact website from Sonoma State and their UDL syllabus rubric. And so we'll make sure that we work with all of today's presenters to get the resources they shared, any activities they encourage you to try out on your own. And we'll be putting those in the Canvas course, which we know some people are still seeking to enter, and we'll make sure that we help everyone with that. So keep those emails coming, or the use the Slack channel that was referenced in the announcement for today's session. So we are at time. I'd like to take this opportunity one more time to thank Susan, William, the Long Beach team of Jennifer and Jamie, Corinne and Dennis, and I don't know if I'm missing anybody, but I also want to thank the Chancellor's Office team of Leslie Kennedy, Emily Magruder, and Teresa behind the scenes making everything happen. We'll see everyone again here on Thursday from 10 to 11:30. We will make sure these recordings get captioned and corrected and posted on YouTube and then in the Canvas course. And we're looking forward to keeping this community going. A lot of ideas in the chat. So I will be taking that and turning it into a Google Chat summary for anyone who's watching the recording. That means you can add your comments and questions to the Google Doc that basically keeps that chat going, even though you're not here live with us today. I'll stick around for a little bit longer, but I am going to stop the recording. If anybody has any immediate questions, I'm happy to answer them now. But again, we're excited to have you and basically 200 of your colleagues from all around the system participating in this institute. And we're looking forward to seeing you again in just a couple days.